Hello, chat. JVDK, Neptune, Nick, Andy, hello. Neptune, thank you so much for the 60 months. Welcome back, dude. Hey, Just, it's hypno time. Okay, so I was a little concerned that we might be running out of logs here. Let's take a look. Oak. We aren't running out, but we are dropping. So since the last stream, I've done a little bit of stuff around the base. I set this guy up, our basic brewery here. This is just automatically making lubricant, and we are sending that around the base on our network. Yeah, so we're providing it the redstone. We're providing it redstone. We're providing it creosote. And then we are just saying insert lubricant, which is just inserting that into the network. This guy here, you can see it's running because this is automatically sending the creosote over. Yeah, so I add some laser nodes here, and I don't remember which one's doing what. But anyway, it's doing what it should be doing. So we're sending creosote from here to here, and then we're providing lubricant to the network, which allows our cutter over here to always be full, so it's always chewing through our geodes as we get them. We no longer have that lubricant tank behind, I guess. And then also, what else needed lubricant? This over here, the drilling thing. This one. This needed lubricant, water, and then stone dust. And I set these to hold the exact amount it needs to make the drilling fluid. So it's 20 of that and then 40,980 of the water. Anyway, so we're up to 8,000 printed silicon. That's pretty cool. It was slightly more than what we had the last stream. Been about 2 days since our last stream. And yeah, what else have I done around the base? I added another thing here to make more blackstone. This was always a little starved. We were never making enough blackstone to keep up with the sifting. So yeah, we have updated that. I guess that's going over into this one here. Keeping our crushed blackstone full. I added some more cobblestone generators. Oh, we got a fire. I added another thing of cobblestone generators here. We were running out of cobblestone. I assume that has solved the problem. Let's take a look here. I haven't actually even looked at our cobblestone. Yes. Number go up. Yeah, we were dropping. I think we were down to like 300,000, which is still a lot, but the number was going down, and we need to take care of that. What else did I do? I added some drawers. I added some drawers over here to like take some of these crushed ores that we're getting that were going onto our digital storage, because there's like a lot of them, thousands and thousands of them. We needed a place for that, so we weren't filling up our digital storage. And it looks like we got pretty much everything under control. We got nearly 3 empty drives, I guess 3.5. Okay. I think that's about all I did. I was just kind of like doing a little derp around the base, just trying to keep things going, make sure nothing was gonna break while I wasn't streaming for a couple days there. But yeah, I think we're good. Am I interested in Death Stranding 2? I did enjoy Death Stranding, not enough to play it more than once. I have only heard of Death Stranding 2 once before, and I haven't looked into it at all. Am I excited for it? I don't know if I'd say excited. Am I interested in it? I will take a look at it and see. If it's PlayStation 5 exclusive like Death Stranding 1 was at release, I'm not sure. I'm not really that interested in playing any more console on stream, to be honest. If they release it to PC, yeah, we might check it out. Might check it out. Okay. What are we doing today? Good question. What are we doing today? So lubricant I'm gonna say is kind of solved for now. Even though that's like a temporary thing and that's not gonna be the permanent, I think that's kind of solved for now. That means the drilling fluid has been solved because we're sending the lubricant over. So wireless terminal. Let's look at the wireless terminal. That's one of the things that's driving me nuts, is that I have to come upstairs to like see what's in the AE system. When before we had the ability to have wireless all the time with Tom's. So it felt almost like a downgrade doing this. I don't know if we're gonna have everything to upgrade this or not. So we don't have any Fluix dust. How are we doing on Fluix? Okay, let's make some Fluix dust. One of these is a macerator. Nope, it's on the other side. All right, so we're making our Fluix dust. And let's actually put this on the list. Wireless crafting terminal. Now, another thing I have noticed, whoops, I think I did the wrong thing. Another thing I've noticed with this, with the view recipe tree, the EMI stuff, this doesn't seem to work with applied energistics at all. I don't know if it's this pack, because I don't remember it being a problem in Monofactory, but like it will say that I don't have any of the items, even though they're in the system and I'm looking at that screen. Calculation processor, I mean terminal. This one. This one. This one. That guy. That guy. Fluix Pearl, we gotta know how to do that. Okay, that's a lot of things that we just did. Alright, so if we take a look at all of the ingredients that we need. So I need 2 calculation, 3 logic. Let's go get those going. It works, but I haven't been on the AE terminal. So I'm on the AE terminal. You can see these things are highlighted in blue. It still says I need 3 redstone. So is that working? It's not working like it did with Tom's, where like all this stuff went away. And maybe that's the problem that I didn't like with Tom's and I got used to it. Like it's highlighting the items, yes, but it's not like removing that I need 3 when I have 300,000, right? If I put those in my inventory and pick them up, then it works. So I don't know what the deal with that is. All right, so I need 3 logic. What was the other one? I needed 2 calc. What mod does that crafting tree? This is EMI. Yeah. Is there something wrong with my headphones, or is it just a soundtrack? Feels like it might be a loose wire on my end. It feels like as a song's playing in the background, one of my headphones is like cutting out on me. So we should have those processors. Oh, we got a bunch of logic processors. Yeah, I just made some even though we had some. All right. Yeah, this is the problem because I don't know like what we have and what we don't have. So that's kind of making this thing useless a little bit. Core. So we have one of each of those. Fluix Pearl, I'm pretty sure we don't have. Now we do. Quartz Fiber, I know we have. Crafting table. Energy cell. Yeah, we don't have those. Iron ingots. Redstone. Logic. Fluix dust. Certus. Glowstone. And then calc. So we need quartz glass. We have that. All right, so we need 8 of these. What else do I need for that? Yeah, this is the part that's a little frustrating. I think it's this. Anyway, once we move to auto crafting, this will be a non-issue. But right now, it's a big issue. Wireless terminal and wireless crafting terminal. Let us go. Okay, so we have this. Right, we need to link it to a wireless access point. So I have to make another one of these, so I need another one of these. And then we're gonna want a range booster. Infinity ring. Oh, come on. They're gonna make us do another star for that. Ooh, equal distribution card. What is this? That's new-ish? I don't recall seeing that card before. So is there not a range booster? Wireless booster. Ender Pearl Dust. Part grinding. All right, we just macerate pearls. Okay.
T Rules just resubscribed for 16 months.
Yo, T Rules, welcome back. Thank you for the 16 months. Macerator. What's the plan today? Well, currently we are hooking up a wireless crafting terminal. Oh, that's like... That's mastering real fast. That's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we're doing the wireless terminal thing so we can have our functionality back. Other than that, I guess we're just going to be figuring out what the next steps are. What we need to do. You've almost got your HV circuits. What the heck? T-Rules! I heard the message and I got distracted. Thanks so much for the 16 months. Welcome back, T-Rules. We want to get more applied energistics controllers so we can set up our big multi-block controller thingy. Or at least the ring for the top side of it. And like get that permanent in place so I don't have to move that. This guy. I don't know how many cards you need. And how many go in here. We find out. So I'm just gonna slap this bad boy. Ooh. I don't know if we need that far. Our base isn't, I mean, 57. That's probably enough for the entire base. For right now, anyway. Oh, device is low on power. Right. That's going to be obnoxious, too. Let's put in an MV thing. Maybe this thing won't drain power very often. I won't have to worry about it. You may have turned channels off on your playthrough. Hey, you know what? We played Monofactor, no channels. I think that's probably pretty good. I'm assuming it's going to be the same. I think because that's in the... Well, I wouldn't say it's the exact center, but it's pretty close to the center. Yeah, so it extends well beyond our base. For right now. We just need this thing to charge up. I am assuming one full charge on that terminal will last us probably a couple of days without having to need it recharged. Our boots don't last that long. Also, has our boots leveled up? They're at level 4. So what do the boots do when they level up? Control V to change speed. I'm pressing Control V and nothing's happening. Oh no, Shift V. I can read. Normal or super? I have no idea what the difference is there. Armor toughness, knockback. Okay, so if we search for jet boot, it says it's minus 50 FE. Oh, I guess it just lowers the amount that it costs. So it's 10 FE per tick fewer. What is a smithing? Jet boots upgrade crafting. Upgradable item or gold ingot. Does that turn another pair of boots into jet boots? Is this what that does? I'm not actually sure what that does. Okay, so normally this says we get +2 armor. So we have plus 3.6 armor, knockback resistance, and armor toughness. Okay, so it gives it some armor. It's boosting the stats on the feet. And it's making it cost less to fly around. Okay. That's kind of cool. It's kind of like free upgrades. Now, the other thing is, for our wireless terminal, I need a keybind for that. Oop. Controls, keybinds, AE, wireless terminal. This one. Oh, no, we don't want that one. We want this one. Yeah. So if I put that right, and then I press this button, woo! We're professional now. We can access our wireless terminal wherever we are. Need something? Got it. So sort by number of items and descending. Tall centered. No, I think that's fine. Tall centered. Quantum bridge card, magnet card, greater energy card. Then view cells. Okay. Now, I guess the other question is, does EMI work with the wireless? Maybe it just doesn't work with that one for some reason. Let's try and make a wireless terminal again. I'm not actually going to craft this, but we're just looking. So if I'm here, it doesn't say anything. If I'm, yeah, it doesn't update at all. Still doesn't work with the AE. Like, it kind of works with it, but it doesn't work with it. I don't understand why it does that. Like, it's obviously seeing that we have these items. That's weird. Trev, the start of the weekend. Aw, yeah. Start of the weekend. Let's go. Okay, so wireless terminal done. More EE controllers. So we are going to want... Is it 26 for a 7x7? It's 14 plus... No, it's 24.
Optimus
So I need 23?
for 16 months. Hey Hypno.
If we're going to do the full thing, I need 23. RDC. Hey, Optimus, welcome back. Thank you for the 16. So 23 of these, which means we need... This is all the same recipe. We'll do that. Lead this. And then I think we are good. Star Steel. So we have 8. Oh, I didn't click the button. So we needed 48 recipes, so I need 44 star. Into the lathe you go. Lathe. That is correct. I did enable channels this playthrough. When we played Monofactory, they were disabled. I think the height of the controller is fine. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be right up against these. That's gonna be a problem. Maybe we move the controller like directly centered of the base. That'll give us a little bit more room. These drawers are gonna end up moving at some point, but not right now, and I kind of want to make it not obnoxious. So we need these. There's 20. I made 1. I did it, everybody. Oh, we need a bunch. How many circuits? 88. So 88 minus, I think I need 80. So 64 and 16. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so we got the circuits coming in, the processors. It's pretty pro. Anything else I can work on? Maybe finish making the rest of those. Star Steel Frame. Charge Certus. We need that for the Fluix, actually. Alright, so the only thing we're lacking is just these processors. It doesn't even recognize these are in the terminal as part of my inventory. I wonder why that is. That's so odd. Is there like a setting in AE that I might have? Nope. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I'm pretty sure this didn't work that way in Monofactory. All right. Well, we got enough here to start doing something. So 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do. All right, 4 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're like halfway there. I feel like that's big. But I guess the interior is going to get us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a normal size. It's just been a while since I've made one of these things. Now, the only problem is, if we're going to do this as a 7 by 7 by 7, this floor is not low enough. And that's something we can resolve, but like we got a lot of things that are currently at this floor level, which is going to be annoying. I don't know why I keep coming up here when I have a wireless terminal now. I can just do it here. Oh, I guess that doesn't share the inventory like the Tom's thing did. Greg Tech plus AE2 with channels enabled is a rather fun puzzle. It's one that I've never done, and maybe it's going to be too much and I'm going to regret this, but hopefully not. Now, the other thing is, I don't know how much this is going to cost. Like, one of these controllers costs how much? Where's the controller? Right there. 3 AE per tick. $6 FE per tick. It'll be a manageable amount of power. It's a little bit unnecessary.
Three just resubscribed for 107 months. 107, so close to 9 years. That's a lot of Twitch babies. That's probably a throwback these days.
Yo, Hammer Time, welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 107 months. Did I miscount? We have one controller here. I must have miscounted. I don't like miscounting. Whoops. It's okay, Hypno, you are stream mathing. That's hard. It is hard. I agree. It's also against the law. Don't tell Twitch police on me, chat. Don't do it. Oh, it's still off by 2? Well, I guess 1. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. At least these controllers are not expensive. Do exquisite diamonds give more power on the dynamos than regular diamonds? I don't think you can put those in there. Okay, so the one controller that we are missing is this one right here. So what we're gonna do is, since we don't quite need the max size controller, I'm gonna like disconnect the corners, and I think that won't power up everything, just so we're not wasting that much FE. So we'll just power up these 5 right here. I think that's how that works. Let me just run a cable over just to verify, but I don't think it like will power diagonally. Yeah, so it's just gonna power those right there. Right, so I think we can just swap over to that. So I'll put the wireless thingy. Let me up. Right here. This thing. And then I gotta relink my thing. Throw it on the ground. Oh. I guess it would probably help if I connected this to like the rest of the stuff. There we go. And then the other controller we can throw right here. Okay. Missing channel. Ooh, right. So we're gonna solve that by just making this ugly for now. That's kind of cool that it shows missing channel on this screen now. Maybe it always has and I've never noticed that before, but that's kind of cool. All right, well, we got this whole jinky thing up and running, which is pretty cool. I'm noticing that this energy cell is going down in power. Are we not powering? Oh, I guess we're not, because this was powering it. So now this should be going up. Why you no go up? Oh, I guess I have to link that, don't I? Now power go up. Okay. So one of the things that I have noticed since we switched this thing over is we can't just provide items to the different machines through the laser IO thing. We have to have them in this interface and then provide them here. That's why we have all these different things in here. We have to have these items provided for the laser IO to provide them to the network. So probably what we're going to end up doing is later on we will just run EE storage buses over to where they need to go and then provide items that way to the machines. I'm not actually sure. You wish there was a way to expose the entire network? Yeah, that's the one thing that Tom's had going for it, that this one is kind of like, eh. But at the same time, I guess it's less risky if you're not like giving every item availability. I don't know. Or I guess we can't do storage buses. I would have to put an interface. Yeah, we'll have like banks of machines, and if those machines need items, then we'll just have an interface there that'll provide those items to one of these guys on like a certain color probably. And then we'll just like provide those items through that color to the machines. We'll figure it out as we go. Trying to think, like, what's the best next step for us to do? I kind of want to get into auto crafting to make things less tedious. I don't know if we can do that, though. I don't think we can. I think the auto crafting was locked out. Star Steel. Wait, isn't that what we were just using?
Taniglace just resubscribed for 11 months.
No, we can do that. Hey, Tanny. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for the 11-month resub. Maybe a hybrid connection is possible. AE to Toms and to Laser. There's no way for Toms to get all of the information from AE. And then even if we could, then we'd have to run another set of cables, like 2 different cables. That would be annoying. Okay, I think we set up like a basic auto crafting thing, which is gonna go right here, and then we're gonna have to tear it down at some point when we redo stuff. Oh, whoop. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's start, or actually, there's these. Can we do those? We can. So if we just go right to these, then that will be good. Eight of those will be like way more than enough. I don't need to know about those. Let's do that. Okay. What's the damage gonna be? I need to remember to click the button. What's the damage gonna be? So I need 32 processors. We have them. I need 8 diamond processors. I don't think we have any of those because I made just enough. I should make like a stack. I should make like 2 stacks. Okay, what else do we need? 32 formation core, 32 annihilation, 64 quartz. Certus quartz dust. We have that. Can I just craft like a stack of these? I can. Nice. Let's go. How are we doing on glass? 1,000. Okay. So star steel. We needed 128 plates. We just needed 1 stack of plates made. Yeah, the tree thingy doesn't see stuff like Tom's. I agree. It's kind of a downgrade. Oh, that's the wrong button. Can I macerate this? Okay, what else? Charged. We got enough of those. How do I make these again? I don't remember. Ah. Polarizer. Get polarized. Okay. So I should be able to make 32 of these. Oh, we don't have Fluix dust. I need half a stack. So 16 for these and then 16 for those. And then the other one's gonna be this. Almost there. 13, 14. I don't think you said hi, Razzle. Hello. Wait a second. I need one more. Okay. And then I think we should be able to make 32 of these. Oh, crafting. I need two more I need one more crafting table. All right, 32. Boom. Let's try that again. 31 more. Boom. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We did it, everybody. Okay, and then I am going to need 8 interfaces. Our pattern providers? Processor. So we got enough of those. Core. So we need 32 more star steel plates. Vendor. This pack has a mod that gives you the requested and extended interfaces. Yeah, this has the requester. Oh, what is this? Mega pattern provider. That's new. Supports processing patterns only. So that's just for machines then, huh? The Mega is worse than the Extended? Oh, I need 16 crafting tables. Whoops. I think that's all we need for the moment. And in fact, I probably... Oh wait, we probably should have gotten extended pattern providers. Okay, so we can upgrade those. Yep. So I need 8 of these guys. I need 8 of these. So 16 basic cards. 16 capacity cards. Okay. I think that's it. For right now, what is this thing? A programmed circuit. Yo. What? I actually don't know how this is going to work. What does that do for us? I wonder if, like, that's providing an item, it just changes the pattern number. I'm not sure how that works for us. There's no ponder. Yeah, I bet if this is like attached to a GregTech machine, it would change the number requirement to whatever is on the recipe. If I had to guess. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. It's interesting. I'll have to remember about that later. We're definitely not quite there yet. There was another place I needed one of these, I'm pretty sure. Was it just the one? Oh, I thought there was 2 spots. All right, so for now, I should make a memory card. Memory card. Copy. And this is just inserting. Turn off all these things. We're going to put this guy right here, and we're going to put that insert card here. And then we do that. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna move this as well. Okay. I was just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this, but like there's no good way to do that until we get into like the bigger keybles. And I'm not gonna get into the bigger keybles until we get auto crafting up and running, so we're just gonna make this dirty until we can make it better.
Noctum Nemo just resubscribed for 94 months.
Yo, Nemo, hey, welcome back, dude. Let the channel spaghetti begin. No, this is gonna be the cleanest setup you've ever done seen. Yo, we're already up to 130 FE per tech. And we haven't even done anything yet. I mean, not really. I'm moving this. I was going to use carry on, but I'm afraid to use carry on, so I'm not going to do that. I think this can go right here. This can go right here. IO port doesn't actually need to be attached to anything at the moment. This energy card was extra. So that cleans things up a little bit. I guess we don't, we do need that for making patterns. Okay. Well, the first thing we need to do is make a blank pattern. Quest completed, blank pattern. We did it, everybody. Okay, and then we're gonna make our first pattern be making more blank patterns. Oh, that's pattern access terminal. Wait. Did I make the wrong thing? Pattern terminals. Why doesn't it see these? Is this not passing channels? Weird. Really? That's not passing channels? I could have sworn like you could do that with the regular ones. Weird. Now I wonder if it's like that because I have... Okay, I'm gonna do one more experiment here. It's because I have the arrow pointing. Like, do we see one pattern terminal now? That's exactly it. You know what? I don't actually think I need the arrows. Okay. I thought those passed channels. All right, so if I want to make 60 of these, what am I missing? Quartz glass. Oh, we're running low on iron? Okay, let's make a pattern for quartz glass. Iron. Looks like someone might be spinning up some dynamos in the future. Well, probably, but I mean, that's to be expected with a Greg Tech pack, honestly. Oh, our aluminum's not running. We need maintenance? Wire cutter. This is where I was thinking stone brick. I knew there was like some extra holes in the floor somewhere. Iron is done. Link pattern. No crafting CPUs. Got him. CPU. CUP? CPU. Crafting storage. I think we should just go directly to a 4K. Whoops. All right. We could probably go higher than a 4K, but let's just go 4K and then we can upgrade it later. It's not a big deal. And then this one. This. Star Steel. Let's make like 4 stacks of those. Since when has a CPU become a CUP? When you mistype, that's when. And then co-processor. Mega crafting co-processor unit. Wasn't there like a mega or an extended co-processor? Maybe that's not in here. What is this thing? Fish big? What is that? ME oversized interface? What is an oversized interface? ME canner? What is a canner? A circuit slicer? What even is that? A precise storage bus. Interesting. Active for me. Like, what even are all these things? So is there not a coprocessor thing? There's a multi-block? What do you mean there's a multi-block? Thanks, mods, by the way. These? The Matrix? So are these just CPUs, or is this like the all-in-one? Speed core, craft core, pattern core. Oh, is this like AE1, the multi-block? Oh, you know what? That's what this is. This is AE1 style multi-block. So like you just make a cube and then you fill it up with the pattern cores and the craft cores, I assume. Yeah, the wall and the front. Okay. If it's not exactly the same, it's very similar. Anyway, so coprocessor, just to get us going here. Yeah, we can't do that one, but we can do these. Quest completed 4K crafting storage. There was a quest for that specifically? That's kind of random, but sure. I'll allow it. I don't know where to put this thing. Can't do that. That's super neat. So I gotta put in iron wire. Steel wire. There's a quest for every size of CPU storage. That seems random. That seems like somebody who's like, look at our quest book. We have so many quests in it. That's the vibe I'm getting from that. Okay, so we got that rolling. Keeble, anchor. Anchor. So I'm just gonna put this here. Right. Yeah. Okay, we got crafting storage and we got CPU. And I'm coming upstairs because of reasons. Oh, we have another co-processing unit I can put on there. Not that we need that right now, but just throwing it on there. Right. So now, if I wanted to do blank pattern. Wow, we have auto crafting, everybody. We did it. Pack beaten. Okay, so now our first recipe. You did it. Okay. That's gonna do it for the stream and for the pack. We'll catch you later, everybody. Why did this one change? Oh, I guess I never said it. This is a different terminal. Whoa, Trev dropping 5 gifties.
Trev 138 just gifted 5 subs.
Hey, thanks, Trev. Appreciate the 5 gifties. Thanks for supporting the stream, dude. So yeah, this is like the next thing that we need to do here. I guess we can't do that because that is just Fluix to glass cable. What about if we wanted to make the dense cable? Okay. We do this one.
Lollicry just gifted 5 subs.
Lolo, hey, thanks so much for gifting 5 subs. Thank you for supporting the stream, Lolo. Appreciate that. All right, I think that's all we need aside from like the colored ones, and we'll worry about that later.
JVDK77 just gifted 5 subs.
JVDK, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you, JVDK. You just remember the message of someone every time Justin talks about sub networks, Hypno's eye twitches. Okay, well, to be fair, Justin started going a little overboard on sub networks, and he was just making them to make them at one point. Like, there was a lot of sub networks that didn't need to exist. But it's fine. Everything worked in the end.
Mr_Nightmare_ just gifted 5 subs.
Yo, Mr. Nightmare! Hey, thanks so much for gifting 5 subs. Thank you for supporting the channel, Mr. Nightmare. Thank you. Scam train inbound.
Nick_versus_games just gifted 5 subs.
Nick versus Games, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the channel. Thank you, Nick versus Games, for supporting the stream. Thank you, thank you. What are you guys doing? There's so many gifty subs. Thank you, guys. All right, where are we at? We're able to make those cables. I mean, setting up automated for... Man, I'm a little afraid to start automating the machines because they're in like a spot that's not going to be permanent, but I don't know. I guess what we should do is start fleshing out running cables, like get the dense cable and start running out lines in every direction, and we can branch off those lines and do the things that we need to do. Probably one of the next things is P2Ps. P2P tunnel. That's going to be a big part of our playthrough. Point-to-point networking. So I need enemy dents. At least 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think just make like 16. Oh, we're out of string. Oak. Silk. We're gonna make a whole bunch of string, boys. Actually, can I do one more? I don't think that one next to the terminal is gonna grow, but it might. It did. Grow, my pretties, grow! Oh, they did. Combo started. You have 1 minute left to join. Combo level 1 achieved. Lolo keeping the combo alive. What even is that emote? It's so tiny. Horsehead Farms. Do I have a, what is it called? A crook? Your streamer is not a crook. Yo, there's another combo. What? You guys are just playing with all the things. Thank you for supporting the stream, everybody. Crook. Is there a metal one that I could make? Diamond crook. Let's do diamond because we diamond rich boys. I don't know what that emote is, but it reminds me of Isaac. I don't think it's Isaac, though. I have all these things bookmarked over here, and I don't need these bookmarked.
Razzle Dazzle 1980 cheered 1000. I guess I can do my part for the scout train.
Hey Razzle, thank you so much for the 1000 bits. Thank you for supporting the stream, Razzle. Appreciate you, dude. All right, so we were gonna make some dense smart cable. We wanted 16 of those. Look at our autocraft go. It's crafting and done. Hype chest open. I'm opening my hype chest. Rewards down bad emote. I guess everybody got this one. That is an interesting emote to unlock. I'm going to use this everywhere. I'm going to use it when I say hello. I'm going to use it when hypes are going off. I'm going to use it everywhere. Okay, let's get these things hooked up. You know what? I'm almost feeling like we should lower this controller down by 1 block so I can actually be on top of the controller. I think we are going to do such things as these. That means this is gotta be lowered by 1. Okay, memory card time. I hate having to move things. This is why I want to get this thing like figured out where it's gonna be, and then like not have to change things up again. Did I lose a cable? I did. I should grab some of this so I don't screw up. I guess we can delete this. Place this cable here. I already copied that setting, yeah? So we go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. That goes there. That goes there. Bum. All right, and we move this. Everything good? I think we're good. I guess I can get rid of these cable anchors now. It almost would make more sense to run this cable in front and then over and then like get rid of this stuff. I think we're going to do that. Okay, so now that we have this done, we can start setting up some more permanent things. It doesn't like that. Okay, so our power connector is right here. So down, we need energy insert, and then from here to here. And then next to this, we need this interface with these settings and this card. Okay. I think everything's happy. $300 FE per tick. So how much RF or how much EU is that? So that's 150, half 75. So we're essentially running an MV machine here at this point. So that really shouldn't be that big of a power difference. We still have like one fully unused dynamo. And then we can obviously hook up the rest of these. Okay. I'm almost thinking like we should just like do all of this while we're doing it. Just get this all laid out. Take care of this part first. All right, so I have it on this side, so we'll do it on this side. And then which one gets to be... Which one belongs to which side? I think we'll do the side that's got the thing. So it'll belong to this one over here. All right. So that's a lot of available channels that we will have going out to the base, and then we'll have these. Oh, this guy's gonna have to move. Let's scooch that over one. Okay. So that's like the basic controller framework done. Running the cables around is the next bit of this. Would be super cool if there's a way that you could utilize laser IO to run the ME cable, but I don't think you can. The Hypno AE setup, quite amazing and beautiful. Used it many times. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's really a better, more efficient way to do this other than just putting the P2P tunnels directly on the controller block. But then you like, it's really hard to tell how many channels are being used and which ones are full and not. Like, I guess it is on the tooltip, but then you have to look at each and every one of them. So I prefer just doing it this way. So you have that visual indicator. There's a stair right there. It's kind of unfortunate. I might move this staircase back. But if we move the staircase, then these are going to be like floaty here. I kind of want to move this whole setup. Do we even need the staircase anymore? We could forego the staircase and use, was it travel anchors? It might be time to swap to these. Is there a regular elevator? Nah. We'll do the travel anchor. We'll just put like one here and then we'll shift down. Steel. I just want this last one to finish up, then I'll set this back to number 1 so I don't screw up and make a double plate on something else later. Oh, wait, I need to do that twice. Yeah, we need 2 of these. Is there a reason you're not using the 2AE2 pattern storage and crafting storage multi-blocks? Yeah, I was talking about the cables for laser IO to transfer the AE channels. Did this? Right there. What do you know? Travel anchor found. What do you call this? Enter a name to use it. A name. Whoop. Name to use it. Hey, it works. Ah. Enter a name to use it. Guys, don't even pretend like you don't do this when you first install an elevator in your base. Everybody does this, okay? Whoa! Okay, maybe not everybody does that. Right click with a stick? Is there, do I have to have a name? How long can these be? Okay, that's probably not what I want. A period is fine. I don't want these things locked. I was thinking, I'm clicking this because I feel like that's an OK button, but it's not. Fine. Base. Basement. No, I locked it. That's not an OK button. So I guess getting a travel anchor is the next step. I don't have any iron rods. I say travel anchors, travel staff. Another thing to be charged. Oh, does this not actually take power anymore? Oh. It's actually kind of nice, honestly. Okay. Can we turn that sound down? What is that? Enderman teleport sound. It's a little bit better. All right. So I got some P2Ps that we can do stuff with. So the question is, what color are we making the cables in the base? Because Fluix ain't it. I want to make my AE network Fluix colored. Magenta? Blue and black? You just want me to do magenta because that's the most difficult color to make in Minecraft, isn't it? Isn't that the case, Wild E Coyote? You're lazy, so Fluix is the way to go. That is the reason, just because it's the most obnoxious color to make. No, like the way this is gonna work with the standard Hypno AE setup is we're gonna have our P2P all one color, and then any color off that is gonna be all the same color, but that's gonna be like the main channels. Right now, all these are Fluix. I'll like dye these different colors later to match with the P2P. Or I guess these will be the normal color ones, and these will be dyed to the P2P colors. I'm thinking we just do like black and white, honestly. Black was pretty easy to get, right? Maybe it wasn't. I thought, wasn't there an easy way for us to get these? Ah, yeah. Coal through the crushing wheels. We can mill some coal. Oh, we can use a cutting board. If you want to be a barbarian and craft by hand. Esty, you've returned! Oh wait, do I have that still over here? No. Right here. Right? Yeah. Coal. Look at it go! Green isn't too hard to make. You can grow a cactus in the farm thing that doesn't take power and then crush it with create to make green dye. I mean, yes. Or... can I put charcoal in there or does it have to be coal? Has to be coal. Now getting bone meal might be a little bit more difficult. I mean, it's not hard, but it might be a little bit more difficult. Or white dye. Was there a way for us to just make white dye, or do we have to bone meal? Lily of the Valley. I really want to get into mystical agriculture, but we can't do that till later. That's gonna make things so much more better. Yo, 1 bone meal turns into 2 white dye. Okay, so can we like craft those flowers? Like, can we grow these in the farming thing? We can. So once we get one of these, or I guess we need 8 of them. Once we get 8 of them, we can grow all of them. Do we have any flowers? I have 2 ox-eye daisy. Now, I can't, I can't like torque these. I don't think, this is modded, not vanilla. I don't think you can bone meal them to duplicate them in this pack. Bone meal. Is there something that gives us a 100% chance? Oh, we looked at this before. I think my food item, like if I cut them into slices. I guess that doesn't matter, honestly. We have like carrots over here. So bone meal, it was talking about composting. So this is a primitive advanced compost. Is this a multi-block? No. I guess we made one of these. I don't remember this. Oh. That just happened. Close. Every time you complete an optional quest? I thought that said that the chapter was complete. I thought that was the chapter complete sound. We're done with early game, everybody. We're no longer in early game. We've done it. We have advanced our technology far enough. Yeah, I can't bone meal those. Now, the question is, do I just bone meal the grass and try and get 8 of those flowers so we can make all of the flowers? I think that's probably the smarter way. What was the other one's Lily of the Valley? We don't have that. I'm hungry. I'm gonna die. Yeah, you can get white dye from bone meal, but if we make enough of these oxide daisies, then we can grow all of them and have literally all of the white dye for forever. I need 8. And we have 4. We're halfway there. Oxide daisy is white dye. If you put it in the crushing wheel... Oh, I guess it's making light gray dye with a chance of white dye afterwards. I must have misread that. Azure blue. That's light gray and white dye. I guess we would need white tulip. What does cornflower give us? Anything special? Just blue? Whoops. Uh-oh. I don't know how that happened because I definitely didn't break the grass long enough.
Block_Oracle just resubscribed for 43 months. Hey Hypno, how are you doing?
Do I have more grass? Okay, we have grass seeds, so it's not the end of the world. Block Oracle, hey, welcome back. Thank you for the 43 months. How am I doing? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? That's annoying. We got eggplant seeds, everybody. Is there, a watering can? Does this do what I think it does? It would appear so. By the tooltip, it would appear so. Press V to change mode. Dude, that really used 4 buckets of water, or did I not fill this with 4 buckets? Oh, right. Okay. Well. Marrow. Dude, that uses water so fast. Holding. You know, that's something we haven't even messed with is enchanting. I thought you got a vanilla achievement for doing that. Or maybe it's when you place the enchanting table. 31. Is that enough? That's enough for 10 bookshelves. That's not enough. Is there a better way to make a book? Canvas. Straw. Boom. Sugar. That's gonna give us 15. Perfect. Oak. I have no idea where I'm gonna put this. Here? I can't do that. I'm gonna do this one though. Now holds 10 buckets. So much better. Where are we producing water? Over here. Okay, I gotta admit this watering can is really stupid. Why do they make it use so much water? Because it only costs copper? That's not a great answer. Water is essentially free. Like, making infinite water source is the easiest thing in the world to do. They're just making it obnoxious to use by having you refill it and only hold a certain amount and use it that fast. All right, that can go away. That can go away. We resume. Only 6 of these so far. I think that was my 7th one. I'm hungry again. I'm gonna die. It might be so you don't use it for farming with mystical agriculture. I mean, maybe if that's a custom thing for this mod pack. I assume that's just how Thermal made their item, but it might be a custom thing for this mod pack. Is there a way to speed this farm up? Or is it just set at 40? $40 is practically forever? It is regular thermal since it's so cheap to upgrade to better cans. I don't even see it in. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, maybe they disabled the other versions of the watering can in this pack. I mean, it got the job done. We were able to like replace our grass. Now, I will admit, it probably wasn't worth doing all of this for 8 white dye. When, oops. We could take this that we're already making and then double it here. It probably wasn't worth it. Pivot to Lake Creighton? No. If we're getting 2 stacks of white dye per 1 stack of bone meal, I'm not sure how much white dye we are going to need. I think I'm going to undo this. Yeah, I was thinking this was going to be better for some reason, and obviously it's not. I'll have all of the carrots. Okay. So we have white dye taken care of, so let's make patterns to make black and white variants of these things. White ME glass cable. And then we want white ME smart cable and white ME dense cable. And then we're going to want the same for the black variants. All right, so going back to what we already have down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. ME dense cable 12. Okay, so then I need the black cable. All right. So for now, I think we're just gonna run regular ME colored cable where it needs to go. Oh right, I gotta make. That was in the wire? I don't remember. The wire mill. You have 4 per Fluex. Wire mill time. Was it a specific number or no number? No number. Don't forget to destroy the steps. Yeah, we can get rid of this now. This is gonna be like awkwardly exposed. You don't know how bad I want to just vein mine this, but I can't because it's going to vein mine the entire base. I guess that's not that bad, but I do want to get rid of this laser floating here. We can just put one like up here and point it down or something. There? Oh, that's too far over. Okay, that's gonna have to find a home, but it's fine being there for right now. I have played Factorio a little bit. It wasn't my type of game. I mean, the type of game is good, but like that specific game wasn't my type of game. I have also played other factory builders like Satisfactory and Shapes. I think there was one more, maybe. Anyway, yeah, Factorio just didn't do it for me. Oh yeah, we played the Minecraft one. I don't remember the name of the pack. Somebody will remember in chat, I'm sure. Manufactorio. All right, so we're making progress. We got some auto crafting up and running. I think what's kind of holding us back right now, I'm not really wanting to automate all of these machines until we redo the base, but I'm not sure how long it's going to be until we redo the base. So that's just going to be holding us back even further. So I think the next step is to actually, a lot of these machines require different numbers. And I don't know how to deal with that other than making more than one machine for each number. Now, we saw earlier that there was that one card thing, and I don't know how that works. If that's per recipe or if that's per, like, interface or something. What was that thing called? No, it's extended. It was something. This. Programmed circuit card. So it's a crafting card plus a programmed circuit to make this. And it says it works in a pattern provider, extended pattern provider, and ME advanced pattern provider. But I don't know what this does. I think it's time to experimentate. I want to find out what that does. What is this? A compression card? Greater energy card? Security override card. Magnet quantum bridge. Wait, doesn't the quantum bridge make it so you have wireless... like infinite range? don't have the thing on me anymore. Doesn't that give us infinite range? Yo, that's so weird. I'm right clicking and the screen isn't flashing on my screen, but I see OBS flashing. So you guys are seeing things that I can't even see. What the heck? That's super weird. How does that work? So the quantum bridge card, I guess, is just so this works cross dimension? I thought that gave you like infinite range. Or does this go wireless terminal and universal terminal? Curse, delete the pack and restart it? Yeah, that's super weird. Like, I see it flashing sometimes, but other times it was like, was flashing on OBS, but not flashing on my monitor. And how it was picking it up and putting it into OBS, I have no idea. That's super weird. Okay, so this doesn't do what I thought it was going to do. Let's just put this back the way it was. There's probably, I should probably peruse the AE chapter in this pack just to see what else. Let me grab my boots before I accidentally off the edge. Okay, so we were gonna look at this card thing before I kind of got distracted here. This thing. Oh, I don't have any of those circuits, really. Really? Different refresh rates? I mean, OBS is capturing at 60. And my monitor is like 120 or 144. I don't remember. They are different rates. But you would think, since my monitor updates way faster than OBS refresh rate or capture speed, I would see things that OBS doesn't. Not the other way around. You would think. You have to make one of these circuits. Wait a second. Okay, so this, it says it works in a pattern provider, extended pattern, and advanced. So if I put this in a pattern provider, what does this even do?
Anonymous just gifted 1 subs.
Anonymous, hey, thanks so much for gifting a sub. Whoop, that's not what I meant. What does this do? I can't right click, I can't shift right click. What does this even do? Okay, so here's my guess. We put patterns, the patterns provide these different circuits. And if it provides one of these circuits and this card is in here, this card changes the machine. That's my guess. So now we're going to go test this hypothesis. Hypothesis. Copper cable. Copper wire. So we do this. And we do this. No. This. So same thing, different circuit numbers. They both require copper ingot. Now, obviously, this is a macerator and not a wire mill, but we're going to try it. It should work exactly the same, theoretically. That'll make things super easy for us, so we don't have to have different sets of machines with different numbers. If we can just change those numbers on the fly based on the pattern. Will that make it easier? Yeah, that would make it easier. Yep. Okay, so I want to make this. No, I don't want to make a pattern. What am I doing? Okay, so this currently has no circuit number. Let me put this card in here. And these are providing the program circuit. No number. So if I tell it to make a copper cable or copper wire. It didn't do anything. It also didn't insert the item. Oh, right. Aha, look at this. Number 1, and I put the ingot in. Okay, so we can cancel that. Now, if I were to do this again with the number 2, with this one, it changes the circuit, and it puts the copper in. Okay. Dude, that is super awesome. Okay, we're going to utilize that. We're going to utilize the crap out of that. Where was this thing? A Mana factory? Holy. What is this flashy thing? Like, why is it doing that? Is there like some weird texture pack that's like overriding? Is it load order that might be the problem? I don't know. But this is going to take super long between each one. I'm not going to test it again, but... It's annoying. I hate the way that looks! That's fine, we'll deal. You don't know how much time it'll save since machines are the limiting factor? What do you mean, Neptune? What this is gonna change for us? Oh. Oh, I shouldn't. I need to change that back. Resource packs. Yeah, I won't have to set up like multiple banks of machines with different numbers. That's what it's gonna solve for us. And then also we won't have to have like different multi-blocks with different inputs that have different numbers per input, and like it'll just be a lot better. Okay, yeah, we're gonna utilize this programmed circuit card a lot. It'll save a lot of machines. Won't need 50 LCRs and 100 EBFs. Well, I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself there. All right, let's make a pattern for like some more of these things. So like the pattern provider. And then each of these a formation core. And then interface. At least you don't need more machines until processing speeds limit throughput. Yes. Trying to think, what else are we needing like right away? I'm almost thinking we set these all up with pattern providers on top. So it's 16, 17, 18. How we're going to deal with providing channels to all of these, I don't know just yet. I mean, if we get rid of the end machines, then it's just 2 wires. But since we have the end machines here... Oh, come on. Really? Fine. Fine. Okay, so we need pattern providers. So that's 16, 17, 18. And we have 1. Oh, we need pattern for crafting table. And that means we're going to need a pattern to make oak wood. We can get 6 if we do that. It's probably not worth it though. Crafting table. Now, it would be cool. I don't think we have one here for an example. We don't have one here for an example. There's some machines that require, maybe it is the forming press. They require like the molds or whatever. It'd be cool if AE could put in those molds and take them out when they're done, like swap them. But I guess those machines that require those different ones, like the bolts and the screws and whatever else, gears, like all of those, we're still gonna need separate machines for. I didn't see one that allowed for putting in a mold, but the thing is, like, the numbers are a setting in the machine. It's not an item, whereas the molds are an item. That's just the setting down here for the card. I was deciding if I even should do these, and I'm not sure if I should, honestly. I think I'm not going to. Right, so we need to bring the AE cable over and then get it hooked up. Okay, so the question is, which channels are we sending over there? I guess it doesn't really matter. This one? So do we see all those machines over here now? That's a really terrible color. Holy, that is hard to read. Oh, I guess I don't need those for each of the macerators. Yeah, these three can go away. This one we should stop automating. Okay. Does anyone know if laser IO can extract items from your AE2 system? So the only way that I found to do this is you set up an interface and you provide items in this interface and you connect laser IO to that interface. So any item that you want provided, you can do that. So if you use the extended interface and you got like 4 times, I guess 36 slots of items that you can provide, but there isn't a way that you can set it up to have access to every item in your system as far as I'm aware. Okay. So now we could actually make those patterns like we just had a little bit ago. And try them out. And make sure this actually works. Oh, I have to put the card in the thing for this to work. And then I guess each one of those interfaces I just put over there should probably be upgraded to extended interfaces. I guess we'll do that with time. Which also brings up that I should make patterns for the extended ones. All right, and then we want this one. Is that what I put in here? Capacity? Yeah. Okay. So I need those cards. Let's make a pattern for that. This. I need programmed circuit. I don't like how there's 2 of them. This one of them doesn't click. Oh, they both work here. What the heck? Can I make like 10 of those? Crafting cards? Did I not make a recipe for crafting? I guess I didn't. Okay, crafting card. I don't like how those don't just click into the slot. Guess I need 2 more of those. Okay, so we should be good. So now I should be able to request the copper wire. A 2x copper wire. That should just work and I should get those. Okay. And if I request this, that should work and I should get those. Dude, that is sick. Um, you almost think there has to be a way to suck the mold out of the machine once it's done with the process? Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do that. You normally can't remove items from the input slot of a machine. Well, now we got like space available, so I could hook these up. Yeah, the problem with the forming press is that a lot of these require to have these molds, though. It's almost not worth doing. By almost not worth doing, is that what I mean? I mean, I guess if we just, well, this is HV. If we just say that this one doesn't have a mold in it, then it can be used for anything, I guess, that doesn't require mold. But is there anything that requires? Like, I see a lot of these turbine blades, and those don't seem useful. We can make pumpkin pies, but that requires a casting mold. A lot of recipes to make molds or turbine blades is what I'm seeing here. I don't think I'm going to set up a recipe for this ever. Now this, however, if we make this a casting mold block only one, but then we also want the ball. Like, we want two of these. I just don't think I'm going to automate that machine right now. Like, we will do it at some point, but not right now. There are more variants of the card. What they do. More variants of the card. Of this one? I mean, a lot of these are the standard AE ones. This one seems new. Equal distribution card. And then there is the greater energy card. And then a compression card, which... I'm guessing the compression card allows you to... bulk item storage. Maybe you just store more per... I have no idea, honestly. Infinity range booster. That's super expensive. Is netherite easy to get? The bris dust. Purified debris dust. But how do you get it? Liquid debris? Debris rich nether magma. Bedrock fluid. All right, well, that is beyond our technology right now. You can make 2 glasses of sand and oxygen in the arc furnace, but how are you going to get the oxygen? Right, like this. This can go away. Reset these cards. Oh my goodness, guys. We are at a point where I don't know what we should do. We are at that point where I don't know what we should do. Like, I know how to play the pack. I don't know what we should focus on, I guess, is the better way of putting it. Import and export buses. Is there anything in here that I need to look at? Co-processing. Level emitter. Output bus. Yeah, choices overload. That's really where it's at right now. I guess we could look and see what it takes to like progress to the next step. What about automating resources so you have the various ingots of said resources so you don't have to do them manually? I mean, that's kind of what we're doing downstairs, isn't it? Right here. The problem is we just have so much of everything. We just have so many of these like different crushed ores. It's like impossible for me to chew through all of this stuff to process it all. Having to throw the ores in the create smelter thingy you created sucks. Right. Ideally, what we would do is we'd have everything in dust form, and then if we need something, we just say turn the dust into ingots. But for instance, we have like 800 iron dust where we have 176,000 crushed iron ore that needs to be processed so we can get more of the dust. We can smelt this directly, but that's not something I want to set up an automation for. I wonder if I were to upgrade all these machines to MV, if like we'd be able to make some sort of progress here. But yeah, we're just getting like these resources too fast. Maybe I should just manually switch these over from galena to iron right now. Like ideally these would just switch over when we run out of one resource, but like we're not running out. It's kind of like I have to make this a manual process. Now, is it automatically collecting these? It is, because that is shared through the drawers. So that should just be heading over here now. Purified iron ore. So these are now doing refined iron ore. This one's doing galena. And now it's doing iron. And then these should be getting the resulting, refined iron. And we are getting iron dusts. A little slow right now, but it should be. We should also be getting, I think, nickel. Yeah, it's almost like I need one of these entire setups per resource, or we need to upgrade these machines, but either way, I have to keep swapping these over to resources that we need. As far as setting up like an automated smelting, this is by far the fastest way to smelt. So I suppose we could do some kind of a formation plane, annihilation plane thingy. But that feels like a project that's going to take a long time to like actually perfect. Like, I don't think that's a quick thing. All right, Essie, we'll catch you later. That's kind of like a sub-network deal. This cable is in the way, unfortunately, and it is the wrong type of cable. Okay, that's one thing that we could fix, actually. Let's swap this with like an actual colored cable. Oh, there's still what is this? Wrought iron. All right, so this cable needs to move over. I'm gonna bring it over this way. Is this even connected to anything right now? I don't think it is. No, it's not because I didn't connect that up. Oh, I can't do that. This will get cleaned up as well when we swap this over to be P2P. So this guy here, we need an interface. I mean, honestly, this needs to be a different color cable. What other dyes? Let's do like blue dye. Oh, we can't re-dye. Hey RL, how you doing? So anything that goes in the interface will be pushed out. And then anything that... we need something that'll like filter. And I think you do that with a... like an ME drive or an ME chest. Or something along those lines that has a filtered... what is the thing called? Cell workbench? I need a 1K. So now we can just say certain items that we smelt can get put in here. So we do like iron. Oh, actually, can we just say, is there like... we can do like a fuzzy card, right? If we just put an iron ingot, it'll accept all ingots, I think is how that works. I think that's how that works. And then I need either an ME drive or probably ME drive. So that needs to be disconnected. Let's grab a fiber so it gets power though. Need another fiber? Nope. Okay, so these should all be powered. So we should be able to test that right away, see if that actually works. If I throw any random ingot on there, it should get accepted. Iron, rot, tin, gold, brass. Just try throwing these on here just to make sure. Iron, boop. Rot does not. Interesting. Oh, the fuzzy card doesn't do what I thought it was gonna do. Gold doesn't work. Tin doesn't work. Okay. So how we fix? Is it? Yeah, that's really unfortunate that the fuzzy doesn't work for that. I mean, these are all the cards, so these are all the things that we can do. I don't see anything in here that's a tag. Oh, it tags storage bus. Oh, yeah, look at this. Right, I forgot about this thing. Good call, good call. Tag storage bus. So I guess we do a tag storage bus onto the main network would be how that would work. Yep. Okay, so we want a whitelist filter, and that should be forge ingot, forge ingots, forge ingots. Okay, so this is the main network. This is our sub network. Even though that's using this color, we should swap that out just so it's more obvious. I need to put a cable anchor here. We don't want these connected. Okay, so main network, we have sub network annihilation plane into this tag storage bus that is filtered to forge ingot, so it's only going to allow those through into the main network. And then this is going to be whatever we put here in this interface should be dropped out onto the thing. Now I guess Can I do a pressure plate? That should work here, yeah? Oh, I can't place it there. It won't let me. Oh, maybe I have to put a, maybe I have to put a thingy. A facade. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I throw this iron ingot on there... Why does that... Oh. Interesting. So that flaps the trap door, but it doesn't turn on the fan. That's interesting. So, like, I can see some automation pretty close here. But I notice that's not pulling this. So why is that not pulling? Does it actually have to touch the annihilation plane? Or does this not work? Device online, device online. Okay, let me remove the plate and then try throwing it directly on there. Okay, so it's not going to work with the pressure plate. That's unfortunate. Okay, so that's a no-go idea. I guess we can facade that too. So we need another interface or pattern provider. And that's going to connect to the main network. Doesn't matter, but it looks bad the other way. Okay, so anything that we put in here should automatically get smelted and picked up, theoretically. So let's make a recipe to make iron ingots. This will be a processing pattern. We'll do 64 equals 64. Beep, 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 beep. Right, so if I wanted to make 1,000 iron ingots, we can do that, but we still have to manually flip this lever. Or we just leave that on all the time, one or the other. I guess I should try the other ingots. I'm sure they will all work. That was very satisfying, though. Let's just try a few random ingots and make sure the annihilation plane picks them up. Works good to me. Now, I am sure that there is some way to detect if there's items on the ground in this pack. I forget. I think this can detect items. Inside generic containers, but we don't want that. Look for specific contents. We monitor belts, chutes, and pipes. Well, that doesn't do what I want. Yeah, the only reason why I wanted to turn it on and off was to be able to save. Well, we needed it turned off so I could walk in there myself. But to save some of the rotational energy for other things earlier on, it's not a problem anymore. The thing that's bothering me though is like we're gonna be setting up all these different things just to tear them down later and reset them back up because that's not permanently staying there. It's kind of cool that we can do this and it makes life a little easier. But yeah, we can just leave that on for now, I suppose. I'll just put like a block in front so we can't walk in there. You can still pick up through the corner if need be. It would be a lot cooler if this thing would just turn on when it was crafting, which I guess we can do. But it'd be annoying to do this, but we could do it. So you can put a crafting card in the level emitter and have it like turn on when something's crafting, but then we'd have to set it for a lot of different items, I think. I'm not sure there's a way that we could just set it to be like a tag thing. It's really not worth it, I don't think. Is it worth set this up if you're going to move soon? That's why I'm kind of like hesitant about a lot of the things that I'm doing right now. Like this is cool and it makes it easier to like craft things, but that's not going to be the permanent setup. It's kind of like, is it worth setting up these machines? These aren't probably going to be where they stay for forever, but I guess if we set up these machines in such a way, we can just like pull the interface off and then move the machine. Like it's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. Maybe make a dedicated version in the basement so it's not only work and not manual too. How are we doing on the bone meal? Hey, we ended up getting quite a bit of it. It's pretty good. Let's tear this thing down. I think what I really need to do is kind of like figure out what design I want to do for the base. Oh, that thing disappears. That's kind of ugly. So yeah, I need to figure out like what design I want to do for the base. And then once I get that figured out, we can kind of start setting up locations for where we want to put different things. Because right now, I know that things aren't going to stay where they are, but I don't know what the design of the base is going to be. And the more we build, the more we're going to have to move, and that's going to be awful. So maybe I'll think about that over the weekend. Figure out what we want to do, and then like when we come back on Monday, we'll start working towards that goal. I think that's going to make the most sense. Because anything that we do now, we're just going to have to repeat again. I think that's where we're at. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Nice Starfield view. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. I'm going to think about what we're going to do for the design of the base. And then hopefully we'll start implementing that on Monday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Sorry, the stream is a little short today. I think it's about average. Guys, it's not the size of the stream. It's how you use it. Anyway, have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.